Let's keep working on this decision tree in this question. So recall, in the previous video we stopped at the second step of our question, where we found out the payoffs that we expect to have for given situations. Now what we want is to find out the probabilities of having those payoffs. So we're going to work with probabilities in this video, and we're going to do so for the case where we have a valuable, mediocre, or a failure player, given that we have no information. So we're working with the case when we do not test the player in the internship and we want to know what is the expected value. So because we are not testing the player in the internship, all we know is the probability of having a valuable player. We don't have a condition, so we just have the probability of having a valuable player. The probability of having a valuable player we can see in the table over here. That's going to be 0.10. So that's 0.10. With the same logic, the probability of having a mediocre player, we can see it in the table of 0.50. And the probability of having a failure, that's equal to 0.40. So we have the probabilities, we have the values that we expect. Now we can calculate the expected value of this payoff. So the expected value of a player without having any information is going to be the sum of all the probabilities times the corresponding values. So that's going to be 0.10 times 12, 0.10 times 12, plus 0.50 times 2, 0.50 times 2, plus 0.4 times minus 4, minus the loss. And that would give us an expected value of 0.6, so 600,000, 0.6. Now, the expected value of not giving the contract without having any information is just 0, because we don't have any possible gain and we also don't invest any money, so it's just 0. And if we compare 0.6 to 0, 0.6 is greater, so it makes sense to take the option with the contract, because we at least expect that he might be valuable or even mediocre, so we might have some money in return. So if we do not have any information from the internship, we would offer the contract to the player. So we would choose to offer the contract, the 0.6, that's what we would choose. The expected value of the player without giving him an internship happens to be 0.6. Let's leave it like that in this video. In the next video we're gonna work with this set. What happens if we actually give him the internship and the player is talented?